my settings got messed up on the camera, but here we go. So we are live for the last of the days upon the year, and actually you're gonna see a little bit of microphone stand and stuff on one side. I was actually recording last night for this month's episode, which my original goal was to have it done for the new year, but it might be
it ain't New Year's yet.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be working on after we're done with service. So, in the meantime, though, we're here for day 5, days on the year. Yeah, there you go. Hey, everybody.
Yay, Nephthys.
Say what?
Yay, Nephthys.
Yep.
Nebet-Hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, I borrowed her name for a character in my novels. So there's Selkis, Isis, and Nephthys, but they're ladies on the good guys side, but that's in the books.
And they bake cookies.
No, they don't bake cookies.
Okay, I just thought I threw that in.
But some of them are rather fond of another character named Celsius, though. But that's another story. Anyway.
Good, wholesome robot fun.
I happened to catch on Facebook somebody, a couple of years older than me, probably somewhere between your age and mine, had not heard of the Harley Quinn series that's on HBO until just recently, and was like, okay, she was thinking at first that it was like some kind of fan thing. It's like, what in the world? It's like Batman hentai or something. And of course, a bunch of comments, people, oh no, that's a series. Of course, I had to say, well, our friend Morgan introduced us to this. And I told her, you want some cheap fun? Google Batman won't go down on Catwoman. And no, there's actually, and I'm sharing this. Obviously, you want to look for articles, not do an image search, because I make no assertions about what you'll find if you do an image search.
But it was some funny shit, y'all.
Yeah, but actually, this was all something that Warner Brothers unintentionally started. And I think The Vulture is the name of the online magazine that first reported this. So when you find the article, like I said, this is about 2 years old by now, but it's hilarious. So I won't spoil anything. Just when you've got nothing better to do and you're on your smartphone, just Google that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarity will ensue. Oh yeah, there you go, Shannon. Yes, Google Batman won't go down again. And if we're in the middle of a ritual and then we hear Shannon just start laughing, we'll know she found it. So.
Yes. And she may have found the Batman in the boat. Who knows? I don't know.
I'll put my headphones in. Don't worry.
Actually, that.
That's not gonna help.
Well, what Darren was saying, I'm like that's a different mythology, different festival. You're thinking the courtship of Inanna and Demuzid. Where she's referring to parts of herself as the boat of heaven.
I see.
So, so different mythology.
Meanwhile,
back on the Nile. Now, Nephthys looks close enough to her sister to pass for her in the dark.
in the dark. Well, cats are gray.
Yeah. Yes, said my English professor. So.
Never mind, a little magic helps.
There's magic, and then there is the power of suggestion.
That too. And alcohol.
Well, no, no. Actually, it's entirely plausible because when sometimes you can have people who are related, and the whole idea is Osset and Nebet-Hat are closely related enough, that I would imagine that they not only look similar, but would also sound similar, because my best friend Amy, her mom has such a similar voice that when actually Amy and apparently her sister too, and her mom, their voices are all very similar, enough that boyfriend called to talk dirty to Amy's sister, and their mom answered the phone. He thought he was talking to Michelle, and it was actually their mom. And so he got kind of a rude surprise when she informed him who he was actually speaking to. So, just imagine.
Used to it, though.
I don't know, but
Well, not that, but
yeah.
Used to people.
She had done that. Of course, it was rather difficult, when Amy, passed almost a year ago now, and then to talk to her mom on the phone and such a, her voice being so reminiscent, it was really hard at first, but again, I can imagine Osset and Nebet-Hat, having very similar sounding voices, if they were to take on human form, so. Again, it probably didn't take a whole lot of extra mojo for Nephthys to
Just sell it.
to conceive Anubis. So that's how that story went. Okay, let me see what. Okay. Okay, and yes, back on the other river. And can I get a prayer to need a midwife? We're still trying to conceive, and I figure Nephthys being a lady of midwives in the other world, maybe she could help. Sure. Yes, and okay, and Domino saying my unverified personal notices, Osset and Nebet-Hat are pretty much identical. Pretty much tell them apart by what they wear. So yeah, and I can totally see that. So that's right. Before we light our eye of horse, it's when we could use some cool waters around here because they've updated the forecast, and we're not going to get below 100 for the highs this week. So yeah. It's going to be a very toasty New Year's observance outside. I can tell you that right now.
Time to throw another log on the air conditioner.
Yeah. Well, I'm keeping the pool filled because I may be, there may be some ablutions involved after the fact.
Make sure everybody has a fan.
Whew. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. This Nephthys purifies me. Hail unto you, and that you may come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts. Hey, and cast out all evil that pertains to us. Right in my face. But we are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure.
I love you.
I'm like 2 inches from you.
I love you.
I'm keeping a bucket handy tomorrow.
Now, I have places to be.
The day after.
Don't soak my cushion.
Okay.
Either of them.
I'll prepare in advance.
No, I know.
This is how we roll around here.
Love yous.
Bright eye of Horus, come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is with us now and who will be tuning in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we welcome our 5 gods and goddesses on the year.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
Tomorrow, do we get to light like everything?
There's a spell for the torch of the new year, so I may have to. I think I have to see if I can light a brand new candle or something. But I think they would light a whole lot of lights, and like they.
Like for all of the gods and goddesses?
So you would say like this and light all of these.
Yeah.
And pretty much just light everything.
Literally light everything.
That would be something kind of cool, and we could, what I may have to do is just tape that.
Yeah, I may
So
be
that-
playful, but I never joke.
Right.
About this stuff.
About that stuff.
Yeah.
But we may have to do that because there is, like I said, there's a prayer for lighting the torch of the new year.
Yeah.
And it's a very very eloquent one of invoking the gods that the Aeneid, and they dry your tears and straighten your fingers, and there's a whole thing that goes with it, but we'll read that tomorrow. We welcome Nebet-Hat. And actually, there are names for the days on the year, and it's actually in a particular book. And I was just thinking because the name for the birth of Nebet-Hat is the child in his nest. I mean, yes. Because, the birth of Osiris, and his words to be spoken. Osiris, bull in his cavern, whose name is hidden. Hail to thee, I am thy son. Father Osiris. The name of this day is the Pure One. And for the birth of Horus, Horus of Letopolis, which, I think that's Pei and Dep. And then the text breaks, but then it says the name of this day is Powerful of Heart. And for the birth of Set, it says, O Set, son of Nut, greater strength. Protection is at the hands of thy holiness. I am thy son. The name of this day is Powerful of Heart. And yesterday, the birth of Aset. Oh, this Aset, daughter of Nut, the eldest, mistress of magic, provider of the book, mistress who appeases the two lords. Her face is glorious. I am the brother and sister. The name of this day is He who makes terror. And the 5th day, the birth of Nebet-Hat, or Nephthys. O Nephthys, daughter of Nut, sister of Set, she whose father sees a healthy daughter. I am the divine power in the womb of my mother Nut. The name of this day is the child who is in his nest. Now, Bob Breyer, the author who originally wrote this, he set Egyptian New Year's, the start of the year at August 1st. And there are some groups, I think, some Tamara Wiccan traditions and stuff that reckon it around that point, which would mean that the birth of Nephthys is actually July 31st, which is my birthday. But going with the historical date, this is, different date. And I did like a whole bunch of reckoning, like scribbling on paper, to shift the days over from his calendar. But there you go. So here we go. I'm just gonna peek over. Check the weather for tomorrow. Okay, and Mary Gross says, I really need a yes or no divination. Okay.
No.
Okay, and you were wanting to know what that book was that I was reading out of. And by the way, there's a newer edition of it that has a different cover. But it's Ancient Egyptian Magic by Bob Breyer. And goodness, I didn't even know how old this copy is. I got it on Amazon. Okay, I think this is 1980, but I got it on Amazon in 2006. So, I've had it a while, but there's a newer version of it. And it basically has the Cairo calendar in it, and, if you want to use that, to develop your own calendar, it's going to take a little bit of scribbling and number crunching, I guess, to shift the dates over. But that's how I got started, many years ago by now. So, and another good book that you can look up, it's a pretty small book. It's ancient Egyptian magic, or Ancient Egyptian Magical Spells by J.F. Borgut. And it's kind of an odd spelling, Borghouts, if I remember right. Like I said, short book. You could take it to a copy place and copy the whole thing, for not a whole lot of money. And, that's kind of what I did. Yay, interlibrary loan. But it has a lot of spells in it that are related to, the new year and the days on the year. So. Yes, we have prayer requests and other things to get to. So. You arise in the Akepis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duant. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duant. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Nebet-Hat, mistress of the shrine, and you Nutchadu, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Aspet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night and through these days upon the year. Your protection being before us, and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. These cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you, cleanses you, it adorns you, it takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Unuchadu. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, or Ra, Nebet-Hat, Unuchadu. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open, with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Nebet-Hat, mistress of the shrine within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Ra, for Oser, Horus, Set, Aset, Nebet-Hat, in every place that there are mortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Nebet-Hat, Oser, Set, Horus, Aset. Come to your bodies, O Unuchadu, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Nebet-Hat. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. My children of Nut.
Is that why we don't like segments?
No, we will light hers in a minute because it being the cusp of the year, we need to ask her to give us protection because that's part of what she does. So
Okay, I just had to ask.
okay, well. First, we we give the offerings, and then we say this reversion, which allows them to partake, and then we go and we offer to our blessed dead, and then we'll say a prayer to Nebet-Hat, and then to Sekhmet, and we will chant her litany again tomorrow, for New Year's. So. Ora Horketi, and your son the Oser Nisu Nebkepra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. Of course, we invoke the Oser Nisu Nebkepra. That's Tutankhamun, who's our temple patron. So he's identified with Osiris, and because he's on that side of things, and because he's also son of Ra, because there's the Pharaoh, so that's why we invoke the two of them together when we do our reversion, because they're sort of the temple patrons.
Roger that.
So we light this candle for our blessed dead. That may be an eye chorus that lights their way into life.
You might want to say that again.
Hmm?
The mic may not have picked you up.
Okay, well, yes, from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way into on. And for these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Oreke ta henket ka kawa after senator mahat kut nebet nafret wabet anket nachering and kawan aku punibu ma kirunibu kirinachara. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all true of voice before the great God. Mine. Okay. And we have a prayer to, or a hymn to Nebet-Hat, which is on the back of the candle. Hail, O Nebet-Hat, mistress of the temple, lady of life, who heals and protects. You stand with your sister Isis at the throne of Osiris, mother of Anubis, loving aunt of Horus. With skillful hands you weave the wrappings of the Lord of the West. O you of the four noble ladies, you guard Hapi in the direction of the north. You are one of the two chattering kites keeping watch over Uniffer, one of the twin plumes on the crown of Min. You bind the evil one in fetters and consign him to Ra's flames. Protect us with your magic as you defend the Lord of all. And relaying the request, Devin and Kit Fox are trying to start a family, and they seek blessings with that and success in finding a midwife when the time comes. But first, they need a little help with,
Getting the process started.
yes. So,
Good luck.
mhm. And for Sekhmet, mistress of the arrows, may you protect us who are under your sway. Hail, Sekhmet the Great, Eye of Ra, who hides him within her eyes. Hail, Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the dusk comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests suspect. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And we put her next to Wajid, because they work very closely together. And we'll read a little bit more from some of the spells that I mentioned. These are all things that come from that short book. The life protection of Neat is behind me and before me. The fire spewing of Bastet will fail against my house. And this is something that you would say while you're holding a bundle of fresh plants, which actually I'll have to go and find, although a lot of them have been really dry lately. So we could use a little rain. And incidentally, I do have one spell that's meant for the days on the year and the new year that is in Circle of the Sun. And I'll read just a little bit from that. And it's okay, here we go. Yes, J.F. Borgut, Borghouts. Yes, I did remember it right. And that was one of my sources. And this is means to save a man from the plague of the year. An enemy will have no power over him. And this is something that you would say while getting a strip of linen, and you would write, names of deities on it that you would invoke, and then knot it. Hail, Sekhmet, Great One, Mistress of the Asheru. Hail, Shentit, who sojourns in Busaris. Hail, Ruler, Ra, Lord of Heaven. Hail, Shesmetet, Mistress of Punt. Hail, Horus, Lord of Behdet. Hail, Sobek, Lord of Marsh. Hail, Ierisheru. Hail, Eye of Ra, Mistress of the Two Lands, Ruler of the Isle of Flame. Hail, Horus of the Alcove Spirits and the Opet. Hail, he under his moringa tree, Horus, Lord of Shenit. Hail, glorious Eye of Horus, Mistress of Wine. Hail, Clun, Lord of the House of 30. Hail to you, gods there, murderers who stand in waiting upon Sekhmet, who have come forth from the Eye of Ra, who bring slaughtering about and create uproar, who hurry through the land and shoot their arrows through their mouths, who see from afar. Be on your way. Be far from me. Go on, you. I will not go along with you. You shall have no power over me, for I am Ra, who appears in his eye. I am Atum, who sojourns in the Two Lands. I have arisen as Sekhmet. I have arisen as Wajid, and I will not fall for your slaughtering. Okay, let's see what other requests we have. Cool. Well, howdy, everybody. Yeah, I see some folks just joining us. Howdy, howdy. Uh-oh. Yeah, it sounds like I'm cutting in and out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it says, connection's unstable.
That's been happening to me too.
Yeah. Okay.
You're good over here at least.
Okay. Okay, Sarah, It says, can't stay for long. We're going to have a divination when it's time, and a prayer for hopefully getting a job sooner. Yes, happy birthday, Nephthys. Okay, and the storm is passing for Daniel. That's awesome. Huh. Okay, yeah. I like this. Hail Jehuti, give us wisdom to vanquish evil from our minds and forgive others who come against us. That's a good thing to ask for. Okay, and yeah, all right. Domino Noctis, a cookie, please, and a prayer to Mother Nebet-Hat for my job application. No updates since yesterday, but I wanted both of my mother goddesses in on this. Absolutely. Okay, and prayers for my mother as we navigate through her health conditions. May we receive the help we need, and that I'm successful in this new job. Times are dire. Okay, well, definitely. Well, let's say a prayer for Jehuti, and some blessings for everyone. Then we'll start with the fortunes. And I noticed Sarah Austin had ducked in and asked for one, so we'll do hers as soon as we get our reading for the year. But hail and praise unto you, O Jehuti, thrice great God, the son of Ra, Lord of Kemnu, wise one and Unu. You report to Ra every morning, messenger of humankind. You know people by their speech and judge them by their deeds. Those true of voice before Osu, their names are in your list. The Aeneid gives you praise as you guard the bark of millions, as you cast out the evil one, as you change strife into peace. You know all secrets, all books, all deeds, the fleeting moment, the hour of night. No report to Ra is forgotten. Your words endure for eternity. Friend of the people, wise and impartial, great one, Lord of Mahat. It was a wonderful request to help us to challenge the negativity that's within our own minds, and to have the wisdom to forgive where needed, and that includes ourselves. So, prayer for wisdom for the coming year. And for Solemn's son, who's having a tough time right now, and whose mother is struggling, bless them. Oh, gods, may you grant them life, prosperity, and health, alertness, favors, and affection. May their eyes see you every day as righteous ones who set you, O Nichiru, in their hearts. Supply their needs of bread and drink, and guard their mouths in speaking. Come to them and give them counsel, and make them heedful of your wisdom. When one appeals to you, you come from afar. Lend your ears to the lonely and the poor. May you give breath to those who are wretched, and bread to those who have none. Guardians of the weak, may you set the oppressed free, and let your blessings surpass all wealth. Okay. So we're going to start off with our divination for the year from Nebet-Hat to finish off our sequence. And I think she was waiting to give that one to us. So here we go. Now this is just our general one for the upcoming year. Don't worry about losing. If it is right, it happens.
Please put that with the other ones.
Yeah. Now, yes, to put everything in sequence. This is going from the day of Mozit, which was the 12th, through the birthdays of Osiris, Horus, Set, Isis, and Nephthys. Everybody is ignorant, only on different subjects. Correction does much, but encouragement everything. Each day, compel yourself to do something you would rather not do. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Don't worry about losing. If it is right, it happens.
Guys, are y'all catching this? This is about moving forward. This is about being motivated. This is about getting out of your comfort zone. And even when you get out of your comfort zone and something doesn't go your way, make note of what happened and make note of what you learned from it, but keep moving. Losses happen in life. It's how we deal with them that makes the difference. But all of it is progress and how to handle setbacks. It's not every day that as I've said, everybody's been speaking with one voice this week.
Yeah. This is a very, very unified.
And one of the things that I keep noticing is that the men in the group talk about perseverance and push forward, while the mothers in the group, the protectors, are now trying to teach you how to handle setbacks and loss. Okay, parents are in the house, y'all. Y'all pay attention. This is important stuff here.
Yeah. And I also get a sense of, don't be afraid. No.
Fear is not an option. Fear, false evidence appearing real.
Okay. So, Sarah had asked for one, and then we're going to pick up with the icons. And there's this is Sarah Austin, because I noticed there's also a Sarah Carter. So we have. There we go. So that's Sarah Austin. Wow. Sarah Austin. Every burden is a blessing.
Wow, you're doing some good stuff right now, even though it's hard.
Yeah.
Hang in there. You got this, is what they're trying to tell.
Well, not only that, sometimes what you think is a missed opportunity is actually you didn't need that.
Yeah.
Remember, Abraham Lincoln, before he became president of the United States, quote, missed an opportunity to join an expedition out west that we know today as the Donner Party. So it was a missed opportunity until. So, yeah.
I believe that the divinities are trying to tell us also, although we are constantly being inundated with fear and all the other negative forces going around right now, persevere. You'll come out of it in the end.
Yeah. Okay, yes, and it's still saying that the connection is unstable. Bear with me. We're going to start with Domina Noctis, and then Caleb, and then Celery. So. And Domina, you also asked for, prayers for, good news with the job application that you put in. So, straight phenomena. Enhance your karma by engaging in various charitable activities. That's what it said. But I guess if you're worried about having a payoff, I guess build up some good karma. And we're sending prayers your way too. So may Oster grant you what you need, and some good news with that job interview or the application. May the application lead to an interview. So, Caleb. All right, Caleb, change is inevitable, except for vending machines. So, if something suddenly changes, just accept that's going to happen.
Roll with it.
Roll with it.
Change
yes.
is the only thing that is unstoppable.
Change is inevitable, except for vending machines. So watch out for those this week. They might eat your money. Okay. Celery and then blue conlin. You okay? Celery. Cleaning up the past will always clear up the future. Call me nuts, but didn't we get that one for you at some point earlier in the year?
Yeah, and
What?
sometimes that's about atonement, but oftentimes things like that are about, would you stop living in the past? The future is ahead of you. And the best way to focus on the future is to remember the foundation for tomorrow is always in today.
Cleaning up the past will always clear up the future. Of course, the line that immediately comes to my mind is, you can fly if you try leaving the past. Heaven only knows what you might find.
That's right.
You'll notice in the statement it says past and future. It doesn't mention the present. That's because it's the key.
That's because what?
It's the key to the situation.
Yes.
You have to use the now to activate the future or to clean up the past.
Okay, so so now we're moving on to blue conlin. There we go. Blue conlin. Doing what you love is freedom. Loving what you do is happiness. So doing what you love is freedom. Loving what you do is happiness. And again, because someone else had gotten that earlier in the week, but the thing that strikes me about it both times is loving what you do, even if you're not doing, again, you're not in the dream place that you'd envision. Finding happiness in the moment, finding happiness in where you are right now, loving what you do,
Yeah.
is just as valid. Okay. So Solid Sun, then Sarana, and then Devin. Can't find so Solemn Sun. Okay. Solemn Sun. Difficulty at the beginning usually means ease at the end. So I think they're telling you don't sweat it. It may be tough now, but it will get better. It won't stay that way. Difficulty at the beginning usually means ease at the end. Okay. It's saying the connection is unstable. Okay. We're going to do Saranas. And hopefully that's not going to get cut out. So. There we go. Okay, Sarana, this one is for you. Sarana, enjoy the small things you find on your path. Enjoy the small things you find on your path. Okay. I guess so. Okay, yes, and I see Mary Gar's going to need a yes or no. Let's see. Serrano, all right. Okay, Caleb, yeah, you had the second fortune because I'm just looking at your comments. Let me know if you didn't get it, but you're saying that you get to where you're feeling shaky and dizzy sometimes.
You need to get checked for diabetes.
Yeah, you need to go to the doctor. There could be something wrong. The first step in not letting the gods down is don't let yourself down.
Yeah.
So take care of yourself, because remember, if you're here to be, another set of their hands, you've got to take care of, their set of hands, that you're, inhabiting for them. So take care of yourself. And now we're doing Devin and Kit Fox. So. All right, so Devin. Devin, Change has both physical and psychological attributes. Change has both physical and psychological attributes. Now, Kit Fox. Kit Fox, don't let your limitations overshadow your talents. And again, don't let your limitations overshadow your talents. I'll put these two together because these are a couple. Yeah, I'm trying to lay these out in order so that, if somebody missed one, we can kind of go back and find it. Let's see. All right, so Daniel. Phone cam mic. Okay, I see. Toth, you're saying that the microphone is sounding rather bad because I've actually got a separate one from the webcam mic. If I've got a horseshoe around it, but there's also a fan going, and if that's causing some air or something, just let me know. And if we have to turn the fan off, we can. Usually this microphone gives us better sound than the one on the webcam itself, though.
Right, it's studio qualities.
Yeah, but there's a possible issue with either, again, just the air currents, and the fact that our connection is apparently unstable.
Right.
That, from what folks have said, that tends to distort the sound
And
a bit as well.
I just want to add that when I was on my PlayStation earlier and using the voice chat to communicate with people, my voice was going in and out according to friends.
Okay. Yeah, so
it's the internet connection.
Yes, our internet connection is doing wonky things, and that's a little beyond our control, unfortunately.
Right. We could also be passing Mach 9 and not know it.
Well, if that's the case, then we'll just have to talk to Tom Cruise, won't we?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Daniel, and then Oracle. So y'all saying there's a lot of solar activity going on lately.
That would also make a difference.
Yeah. Okay. Stay hydrated. Yeah. Yeah. That could have been autocomplete. You never know. But all right. Scrolling back here. It's Oracle. Okay. Yeah. All right. Daniel, then Oracle, Cam, and Kai Sobek. So we'll start with Daniel. Yes, hopefully the worst of the weather has passed for you. Daniel, chill while you can. Big project is coming your way. Again, chill while you can. Big project is coming your way. You heard it here first. Okay, Oracle. Oracle? Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. That's an interesting one. Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Any thoughts, Darren?
Nope, but I bet he knows.
Okay. Yeah,
He should. He's an oracle.
Then there you go. This one's for you. Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. And Cam and Kai Sobek, and then Mary Dra. I guess what we'll do is I'll pull the Senate sticks and we'll see what that says. You know, that'll be our yes or no. Let me get the other fortunes. So yes, Cam. Okay. Cam. Determination is the wake-up call to the human will. Now I'll read it again. Determination is the wake-up call to the human will. So I guess if you were looking for some motivation, I guess, in your life,
the modern translation is how bad you want it.
Yeah, that's another way. Is how badly do you want it, whatever it is. But determination is the wake-up call to the human will. And for Kai Sobek. Okay, let me just set this right here. Kai Sobek, believe in miracles. Just 3 words. It just says believe in miracles. Something good may be coming for you.
Yep.
There you go. Believe in miracles, Kai Sobek. Okay. Okay. Heat exhaustion. Yeah. You know what? Look. A big swath of the central United States is just under, is having a lot of heat right now. We are where we're at, and a lot of other places, and it may not seem like a big deal, but that's affecting, our internet connection. If you're feeling, because I know as Caleb was saying, you've just been, dealing with heat exhaustion, you've not been feeling well. I don't know what you do, for a day job, but take it easy.
You're right. Drink some water. Drink some Gatorade, especially things like Gatorade, Power Armor.
Yeah, or body armor.
Body Armor, Powerade.
Yeah, because this, it's not going to let up anytime soon, and It's see, we don't even have it as good as like if we were in Egypt in the desert. At least at night it would be getting colder than it does, and that's what really it's not. It looks like, oh, hey, it's sunny, it's fine, but no, this is actually dangerous weather. So you guys take care of yourselves. And so tomorrow we're going to be doing a broadcast outside, but it's going to be a pretty short
very
one.
Quick one.
Yeah, probably about 30 minutes. So we won't be doing divinations, but we'll pick back up on Friday. Back here, for our normal, regularly scheduled broadcast. So, and just my PSA, take care of yourselves because this heat is going to affect a lot of things. And it may not seem like it, but yeah, it'll affect internet for a lot of people. It's weird, but we've noticed this in years past. Let's see. Okay, yeah. In the UK, they're having hundreds. Okay, well. Oh, okay. And a prayer for my cousin recovering from a mold-related illness, definitely. And don't worry about that not having a day job. That's been me before too. So, and even now what we do, we work from home, so it's complicated. But since the internet connection is spotty, let's go ahead. If anybody's got any other requests, just let me know. We'll put cookies for you. Let's get Married Roz, yes or no, and then we'll wrap up so we can get ready for tomorrow and kick off a new year. So let me step over here. Oh. Because I keep them in my Senate box. So. So Mary Ra has a yes or no question. She knows what it is. And oh, you gods and your wisdom, you know what is surely on her mind. So we ask you if you would give us some insight. Okay. That's 3 up and 1 down. So that's mostly yes. And hopefully that gives you some clarification. And I'll read Nephthys, you are the great goddess of service, the great sister of Isis, daughter of Gebenu, protector of the people and loved by the people. And I honor you. So, okay, and there's one more thing that I wrote, and I'll add to that. Heaven is pure for Ra. The earth is pure for Horus. Every god and goddess between them is pure, and we worship them. And we ask for them to give us blessings in this coming year, to keep us safe from evil, so that we may continue to extol your names. And like I said, if I missed anybody, just give me a just a comment, and I'll check. But I'll go ahead and we'll read our wrap up. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Kepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu, Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure as the name of Atum, foremost of the great need, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Gebet, the Earth's Ba, endures. As the name of Nut, in the Shrine of Shanit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Aset, in Nicheru, endures. As the name of Sutek, in Nebet, endures. As the name of Horus, in Pei, endures. As the name of Wajit, in Dep, endures. As the name of Ra, in Yaket, endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Nebet-Hat. You have come in peace, all of you Neturner. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Nebet-Hat, O you Neturner, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, I'm going to check and make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay. All right. Oh goodness. You know what, Mary Ryan? Don't sweat that. That's a whole
What?
discussion. Well, she's saying may I be pure enough to participate tomorrow because she's having her monthly visit. And okay.
You are.
Yeah.
That is a natural function.
Yeah, and yes, a lot of traditional indigenous religions, view that as an impure thing, because even in Hinduism and a lot of other traditions, they see it that way. But there's also a lot of push to the opposite. And what's funny, even among Buddhists, that was something that had come up because should you perform Buddhist rites, is should a woman do that when she's at that time? And Nichiren, who was there's a sect of Japanese Buddhism that bears his name. He lived during the around the time of the Mongol attempted invasion of Japan. This was the 1200s. And that was the time that he lived, and he was writing, and they have a lot of letters from him to various his followers. And there was one where he told a woman, this is natural, this is part of that cycle of birth and death, and if you feel the need to pray in front of your Butsudan, it doesn't matter when, what time of the month it is, just do that. And I'd have to go back and look to try to find, a good translation of that letter. But he was writing that in the 1200s in Japan.
That was last week for those of you who aren't paying attention.
Yeah. So that, that tells me that this is a debate that's been going on for a very long time. And there were progressive voices even then saying, matters of spirit are more important than, matters of the flesh, if you will. So, and what's interesting is there was one sentence in one of my books that said Sekhmet was associated with menstruation. And I have been searching to try to find more connection to that, but it still seems to me like maybe, that's, honor her at that point in time.
Yeah.
So don't, and considering that we're about to do the the new year and chant the litanies to Sekhmet, and things like that. Hey, So don't. That's my message for the evening is don't be too. Huh?
Is administration also associated with offset?
Actually, I think Yamano had asked, was it associated with offset? Actually, I think because the Tiet knot, which was usually carved in a red stone, was associated with her. But I want to say that it has more to do with protection from hemorrhaging during pregnancy or after birth, which can happen. I remember I had an aunt that had to deal with that, after she gave birth to her daughter, and so that, is what the Tiet knot was supposed to, be a protection against. But, there could be evidence that has to do with that too. So, yeah, that's our, our PSA for that. But, and Celery had a hymn. Hail and praise, Nebet-Hat, lady to the linnet under the garments. Great of wisdom, great of Hika. Hu and Sia stand at your side as you, the eye of Ra, have commanded. Lady of flame, she of darkness. Mistress of the west, whose glance causes terror. You stand in the prow of the bark of night. Your fire goes before you to strike down every enemy of Ma'at, every ill-intentioned spirit, every evil thing that would come to be. So, there you go, in honor of Nebet-Hat. Next thing I should go to the temple. Yeah, and that too, because there was a record of a woman who served in a temple at a village called Ilahun, and it said that she had to go and make a purification in the temple, connected with,
Right.
A point in the month. So, that might be what you're thinking of, but but don't let it stop you from celebrating, because
That's what
regardless.
this time is.
Yeah, well, regardless of what's going on, it's a Holy Week. It's a happy time. Let's not have any reason to be down. So, with that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 5:30 Central, and we'll be on the camera phone, so it'll be a little different. I won't be able to see the comments quite as readily, but we'll figure it out, because we've done this a couple of times by now, and it'll be a shorter ritual, but hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. And in the meantime, guys, stay safe and well. We love you, and we'll catch you again real soon. Big hugs. And I'm just gonna try to type out. Okay. All right. Good night, you guys.
Night,
Much
everybody.
love.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.